I think the performance is disappointing to the extent that the losses have continued, but there are very good reasons to explain where we are. What we are very excited about is the fact that we can see a progression in the business. We can see that there's a plan to deal with some of the issues that have resulted in the losses that they are making. And we have to acknowledge that the business environment is very difficult at this particular moment, but we also have to realize that there are many other opportunities that are emerging from the services that could be delivered as a result of the infrastructure that Telone has or is investing in. So I think that at the end of the day, we can see some positive developments. Even though we're seeing some losses, we see some positive developments in terms of where the business could actually go. I think there are legacy issues that the management spoke about, which we are trying to address with the Minister of Finance. So I think government has a role to play, and the management, the board has a role to play. And the fact that they are owed $150 million also means that if they're able to collect, and unfortunately the bulk of that money is also owed by government, institutions, ministries, parastatals. I think if we can also perform our part as government, we should see this business growing. We do have some ideas that we will be discussing with the Minister of Finance to see how we can extinguish debt owed to Telone, and not only Telone, to other government-owned telecom companies, by government itself and by government departments, to ensure that we don't weigh down the performance of these institutions. We are very happy with the efforts that management is putting to make sure that we get to profitability. But we think that it is not only a management responsibility, given the facts that we've been given here. Government directly and indirectly through parastatals is owing a huge amount of money, nearly $100 million to Telone. I think if we paid our dues to Telone as government, we could then demand very aggressively profitability, and I have no doubt that they would achieve that profitability with the necessary support from government, especially if we paid our bills. But I think it's an issue that we could find a solution in the not too distant future. We have already been engaging with the Minister of Finance, Comrade Chinamasa, to see if we can put a structure in place that allows for government to honor its obligations, telecommunication obligations, to Telone, Net1 and Telecel through a structure that then allows these operations, their operations, to be sustainable. The government debt does not weigh down on the operations of Telone and other operators in the sector. We already have an agreement with the Ministry of Finance that the legacy debt is going to be warehoused. It's just that the processes have taken much longer than we had anticipated. But I'm pretty sure that with the support we are getting from the Ministry of Finance, this should be resolved before the end of this year. And I think that it is also important that we don't think that warehousing legacy debts is a solution. Okay. Because legacy debts doesn't mean that by warehousing them they are extinct. It simply means you have just put them on the side. You will deal with them later. So what is important is that we make sure the performance of business is great, so that we pay our current dues, but also at some point we have to go back to those legacy debts and pay them off.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.